Hey, what's up guys? So guys, in today's video we'll be creating a calendar chart in our Salesforce org. So guys, a calendar chart is basically visualization of data in a calendar format, and it can be used wherever you would like to display change in number of quantity during a specific time span, let's say days or number. For example, a company can track their daily sales. A company can track their change in number of quantity of daily sales using the calendar chart. Or if we talk about current scenarios, so we can track change in number of quantity of COVID patient or change in number of quantity of patients who recovered from COVID using the calendar chart. So guys, let's start today's video. I'm Kapil, host, and you're watching Salesforce Bolt. Alright guys, so for today's demo, you just need to log in into a developer org because we'll be testing the functionality in a developer org. So let me just show you mine, and let me just show you the output of this functionality first. So guys, this will be the final output for functionality. As you can see, like I'm having some data in my February months, and I'm not having data in any other months, otherwise the data will be displayed here. Okay, so let me just display you the functionality and how you can implement it. Okay, so guys, first of all, you need a custom object to display the data. So let me just show you mine. Okay, here it is. So my custom object name is daily count. So guys, in this example, you can just have any number of count in the calendar chart. Let's say if I want to track the daily sale of a company, so I can just have number of amount here, and we just have to insert date with the number, so it will just display kind of chart using that number. So as you can see, I'm just using date here, and apart from date, I'm using count here to store the number. It's a number type and it's a date type. Okay, so basically these will be the two fields based on which the chart will be displayed. Okay, and as you can see, I'm having some data here for February month, and let me just add the data for the March also. Okay, so let's create some new entries. Okay, so I will be creating data from 1st March to 5th March. Okay, let's say in 1st March the sale was 10,000. Okay, on 2nd March let's make it 15. Alright, on 3rd March make it 8,000. Okay, so 4th March let's make it 10,000 again. And on 5th March let's make it 12,000. Okay, so guys, as you can see, I have created 5 records in the month of March, and let's just refresh the calendar control now. Okay, so as you can see in this chart now, we are having some entries in March calendar also, and whenever you will hover on it, it will just display the number of quantity you have entered there. And above that, guys, you can see the minimum quantity and the maximum quantity that has been entered in this calendar chart. They are just displaying the quantity here. Like the quantity in this chart is between 6,000 to 15,000. So guys, that's how you can display the change in numbers during a specific time period, like days or months. Okay, so let me show you the code now, guys. You have seen the output, you have seen the object. Now let me just show you the code here. So guys, this is my Visualforce page. In this Visualforce page, I'm just having some scripts here. This is Google chart script, and using this Google chart script, I'm just displaying the calendar chart here. As you can see in the chart package, I'm just loading the calendar package here. Okay, and I'm having date here. It is count date and count value, which will be the number value. I'm getting these variables from my database using the Apex. Okay, and underneath that, as you can see, I'm just using the draw chart function, and I'm having two columns here. First is date and second is number. Okay, so these will be the data types of the data in the calendar chart. All right, and after that I'm inserting the data from Apex to this JavaScript code. I'm just entering the data from Apex to this particular data table which we have created above. Okay, this is our data table. And in options, guys, you can have multiple things, like you can change the title, you can change the height of this component, you can also change the color of this component. So those styling and all other things will be in the option itself. So as you can see, you can just put any title here. Let's say if I make it my chart, so it will just change the name there. Let me show you. Okay, so as you can see, the my chart is here. And guys, also you can have multiple calendar. Let's say if you would like to display your data comparison between 2020 and 2021, so you can just also have two charts. Okay, and underneath that, guys, we are just drawing the chart using the chart.draw functionality. We are just using the data table and the option passed in the options variable here. Okay, and underneath that, we are just having simple HTML. We are just having a div to display the data. Let me show you the Apex now. So guys, in Apex I'm having two lists here, list of date and list of values, and underneath that I'm having list of the object itself. So I'm just getting the data from the object, and after that we are just putting the values in the list itself. We are putting the value in the date and value format. And guys, in JavaScript we have to pass the date like year, month and date format, and there should be a dash in between that. So that's why I'm getting day, month, year separately here. I'm just, after that I'm adding it in the count date, and I'm correcting the format here. And after that we are getting the same date into the JavaScript code. Okay, so guys, that is it for today, and I hope you learned something new, guys. And guys, I will be having the complete code for this calendar chart in my blog also. I will be creating a blog for it by tonight, so you can just directly go onto my blog, which is salesforcebolt.com, and check that out. Okay, so guys, if you like today's video, a subscribe to the channel will be awesome. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please let me know if you're inquiring in the comment section below, or you can just give me a shout out in the comment section. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Thanks for watching.